So this is one of the most common comments that I got from the previous video, right? And I just want to touch on this. Why is it a problem to use one CV for mass application? We are moneyless already. And guys, I'm not a recruiter, okay? I am just one person that helps people with their CVs and their LinkedIn profile, and I study the job market, okay? And I test applications. I apply just to test. That's what I do, okay? And I try to look out for things that are working and things that are not working, okay? So if you are applying for a job, the unfortunate truth is that a lot of companies, especially in private, right, they are using these systems that are called ATS systems, right, meaning it's an applicant tracking system. But what is the sad truth about these systems is that these systems are sort of told they know the job description, right? So they basically take your CV and match it to the job description to see if you matches most of the things that are being required by the job description, right? Irrespective of whether you have the right qualifications or the right experiences, your CVs, for your CV to be seen, it has to be matching most of those requirements on the job description, right? Which affects whether your CV will be seen or not. And the reason why companies are actually using this applicant tracking system is because currently we have a lot of people that are looking for jobs. If you advertise one role, there's over 500 people that are going to be applying, right? Especially in highly competitive niche. One recruiter said she got 5,000 applicants. So there's no way that recruiters are going to sit and read 5,000 CVs, right? What are they going to be using? They're going to be using this applicant tracking system to sort of rank candidates. And this is why I always say use connections, because when you have connections, the recruiter goes and look out for your CV specifically, right? But if you don't have connections, your CV is going to be competing with fellow candidates, right? Some people are going to be tailor-making their CV specifically for that job posting. So if you are using just one CV to apply everywhere, you are going to miss out on a lot of keywords, right? So usually when I do people's CVs, I don't use most of the tailored CV, but I use an industry relevant CV that I call a master CV. So basically what I do is I sit down with you and I look into your CV and we look into the job market and we compare your CV and the skills that are being demanded by the market, the most in demand skills that most likely appear in most job applications, and we use those keywords on your CV. So usually after we do this, most of the CVs will make about 50 to 60% score on the ATS system, meaning that the next step that you need to just be doing after you have this master CV, this is something that you can actually do for yourself, even using ChatGPT, right? You are going to now tailor-make the CV every single time that you apply. How do you do that? You read the job description. You look into the job description and look at which location are they hiring for. Make sure that you have the right location there. What is the job title that they're hiring for? Make sure that that job title sits at the top of your CV. What skills are being required for this particular job? Make sure those skills are in your skills section. Make sure also those skills, you are proving that you have those skills or used those skills or have acquired those skills through your experience section. So if you are an experienced person, you're going to use your experience to explain how you use those skills and what results you deliver with those skills, right? If you're a graduate, you are going to use your course experiences to show how you have acquired and have used those skills through your course experience, okay? Once you have these keywords, this is going to help your CV rank higher in those platforms, right? Or it's going to score better. You're going to have a higher score, meaning that your chances of being seen by a recruiter are high. And also, in these ATS systems, recruiters are filtering by keywords. So they filter by things like location, filter by specific skills that are demanded, filter by specific tools and systems experience. So if they want someone that has used SAP before, a recruiter can simply just go there and search for people that have applied for that role that have used SAP before. So if you just mentioned that you've used a CRM system, chances of you showing up or chances of your CV being there in that filter are very low, right? So those are just some of the things that happens. So unfortunately, that's what it is in the job market. And yeah,